यार, think outside the box. यार, do something different. Be innovative. Yeah, why do you think I got you? यार, don't you have brains? I don't care if the report has to be given in 1 hour. Think outside the box. See, if they catch me and tell me you're not performing, you're not doing this, I'll blame you. So you better think out of the box and do something to solve this problem. Anjali, I don't care it's 12 o'clock at night and you're sleeping. The report has to be done by 9 o'clock. It was just decided 1 hour ago. Use your brains, think outside the box and make a good presentation. Think outside the box, yaar. Think outside the box. Look at the world. Think outside the box. Think outside the box, yaar. Thinking outside the box. Innovative thought process or psychological manipulation. My name is Aubrey. I'm a social entrepreneur and I work in a village called Udaipur Gaon, located in the district of Khandwa in Madhya Pradesh. Do like, share and subscribe to this channel where we share a lot of information about the village, the work, our model of social development. The greatest advice that anybody has ever given me was when I was fresh out of college in my first job. A friend told me, Aubrey, you do not learn how to manage from your superiors. You learn how not to manage. You learn how not to talk to people. You learn how not to disrespect people. You learn how not to run a company. And be especially careful of thinking outside the box. We have heard this expression a million times, right from school to college to our work environment. We at times use this expression ourselves. But here's the problem. This expression is extremely overused, but at the same time, extremely dangerous. A lot of managers pressurize a lot of freshers, a lot of juniors to meet deadlines that are almost virtually impossible. Depression, anxiety, a lot of reasons why we have seen a large number of people coming out on social media and criticizing the company. This is an epidemic. Look at the cases of the rising amount of people who are unhappy at their workplace. People don't leave companies, they leave bosses.
भाई कल से रोज आएगा गुड मॉर्निंग बोल के जाएगा ऑफिस से गुड मॉर्निंग बोल के रोज जाएगा
सर एक मिनट
प्लीज
नहीं सर नो
आपको बात करनी है आप केबिन में
नहीं
बात
सर हम
करिए
सबके सामने बात करेंगे जब सबके सामने निकाल रहे हैं तो बात क्यों अकेले ना करें
सारा छुट्टी चाहिए ना क्यों छुट्टी दिया था मैडम उसको जब सारा काम धंधा नहीं है सारा उसका घर का काम हम बैठ के यहाँ पे ठेका ले लेंगे करके करेंगे उसका.
And a lot of these bosses, their go-to line is, think outside the box, be different, be innovative. So in this video, I want to logically break down what it means to think inside the box, outside the box, and how do we expand our box, and how I utilize expanding our box in rural India and making sure we do not think outside the box. Thinking outside the box is a creative way to find solutions to a particular problem. To think outside our boundaries, to get out of our comfort zone and look for solutions that can benefit our work and also the work of others around us. Many people applaud us. Wonderful work. We might even get a promotion. That's wonderful. But in the majority of the cases, this is what we see. You're the favorite, no? You like thinking out of the box. You do it. Don't blame us. Arey, give him the work, na? He thinks he's too oversmart, right? Think outside the box, wala. Give him the whole work. I am not doing it. I did not ask for this. We don't have the resources. We don't have the time. But still you'll think and say, oh, let's think out of the box. We can do it together. I'm sorry. This is on you. What's the problem here? Don't worry, Aubrey is there. That guy thinks out of the box. He thinks a little different. Give him all the work here. You don't worry about presentations. He'll take care of it. He's there. We just have to relax. Look, I have a movie at 3:30. Think outside the box. Do whatever you have to do and be that amazing thing. You did it about 4 5 times already. Do the same thing. Apply yourself. Be innovative. Be creative. Do it. I have to go. Chalo. Bye bye. I've called for a meeting in 2 hours. Make sure the presentation is in 1 hour. I don't care that you have a lot of work and a lot of this and a lot of that. Get it done in 1 hour. You think a lot now outside the box. So think outside the box for this. Bring your thoughts together. Start thinking. Bring everybody. Start your thoughts. Come on. Human beings are most comfortable when they have various variables under their control. They are able to forecast, anticipate any changes based on the experiences, education, learnings, and work to a feasible and positive outcome. However, everybody does not have the same characteristics as everybody else. For many, thinking outside the box is a daunting task. There are a lot of unwanted problems that can occur. That is why people say, filter whatever you can. This filtration process is very important. That experience will help us to make sure we have the correct ingredients and variables in our box. Many companies have taken this think outside the box as a permanent way to deal with problems. Thinking outside the box is only a temporary solution in a creative way to deal with a particular problem. It is not a long-term strategy. At the same time, this makes companies say, oh, this is what he has done. We don't have to spend money. Oh, we don't have to do this. Which later and in the long run comes back to haunt us. I have seen this happening in the tea industry. Look at the situation that the tea industry of India is in. You will see a lot of owners of tea gardens telling the managers, please just save a little cost, just do this, just do that, circumvent the rules, be creative, think outside the box. Creative solutions in the wrong way. Companies need to provide a platform where employees can come out, learn, work, upgrade their skill. Thinking outside the box should be in the past. There should be a constant reworking of ideas, solutions, but it doesn't mean that we go overboard. Remember, thinking outside the box can also lead to your job being taken away by the product you developed to make your work easy. AI, for example. Now coming back to rural India. I work with the didis in the village. I make soaps with them. And I ask them, what more can I do? Talk. Tell me how I can improve. Tell me how we can improve. There are no wrong answers. Sometimes we talk about how we can do something to reduce our plastic waste. And they said, Li bhaiya, what if we can come out with a bottle, to reduce these bottles of plastic? With that thought, we tried something different. We made soap bottles. This took about 3 years to make. It's still in its prototype stage. So once you have done using the liquid inside, you can actually use the bottle as soap. Rural development for us is not about thinking outside the box. It's always about thinking about the future and how we can make the domino fall in the right direction. For example, the ingredients that we use for the soap, we try to grow it in the village. We make ghee in the village. We support farmers, we take the mahu. If we can't get something, then we may order it from outside. Now for us to efficiently use the land and try to see how we can get more ingredients, we have started vertical agriculture. See how everything leads to something better and innovative? This leads to better adaptability and resource management. That is what I'm fighting for in the village. I have had problems, but this is where tragedy struck. The heat wave in Pandhana has been immense. The water scarcity, really heartbreaking. Longer droughts, erratic rainfall, really high temperatures have led to a lot of farmers migrating. There are certain things that we will not walk back on. This is for rural development with a model in hand. Not to think outside the box, but to constantly question and ask ourselves, how can we be better? What can we do? And how can we work together in a way that all of us can benefit? No temporary solutions. A creative mechanism that fosters creative growth. Therefore, we must try and bring as many variables into our box. And whatever we have, we use it to the best of our capabilities. Efficient use of resources. We have to work with what we have rather than work out. That is the core of sustainability. We start with a small box. We try to fill it as much as possible. Once we can't fill any more, we get a bigger box, filter, put in more things as much as possible. This box grows. We get an even bigger box. There's a time where we have to stop growing and we have to give this box to someone else. You don't need to think outside the box. Bring as many things into the box. Help it grow. Nurture it. Give it your best. Leave out all the noise outside your box. And after some time, you will be surprised. All these boxes will come together to make one giant box. Thank you so much and have a great day.